Former ECW World Champion Rhino, former WWF and WCW Champion Kevin Nash, former WWE Heavyweight Champion Christian Cage, former NWA and WCW Champion Sting, and Matt Morgan, who is on American Gladiators. And they're going to take on Tyson Tomko, perhaps the most decorated tag team in history, Team 3D, probably the franchise of Impact Wrestling, AJ Styles, and who a lot of people thought would be the next big thing, James Storm. That's Team Tomko. A lot of talent here. There's a lot of weapons in here. And it gets a little scary. James Storm almost falls through the roof. And I imagine in the back, you guys have to be a little panicked when you see this. Do you know it?
Yep. I'm glad you pointed out, to go back a little bit on the times of the matches.
Yeah.
It again reinforced. I guess I didn't really follow that in the notes, but again, I'll say it. I think this is part of why I like to do this, kind of look back on this, but we wanted to save as much time as Kurt and Joe and the packages and the entrances, and just really give the people that paid, and we, to see this, their money's worth on that one match. So everything else was done pretty speedy when you hear it in that kind of deal. And then this 10-man tag had a lot of story living, a lot of star power. And the top of the cage, if I remember correctly, we knew it was going to be a little gimmicked or a little weak at that one place that they could do a spot, but I think it went way past the point of being gimmicked. And yeah, I'll let you go ahead into the notes, but man, what a high spot, what a finish, what a performer, these guys. The roof came off when they did this. The building, everybody in the arena was up on their feet chanting. It was a sight. Backstage, curtain sellout as well. It was one of those, we knew it'd be good with AJ, in the finishing sequence, but man, whole nother level.
Sting is going to put the Scorpion Deathlock on Tomko. Styles is going to break it up with a kendo stick. Meanwhile, Christian starts setting up a table. Styles notices this, joins Christian and Storm on the roof. He hits Christian with a trash can lid, then sets him on the table. Styles sets up a ladder. Tenay is begging Styles not to do it. Christian gets up on the opposite side of the ladder and tries to knock Styles to the floor, which would have killed him. Instead, Storm tosses Christian and Styles off the ladder through a table on the roof, and the fans go berserk, chanting TNA, TNA, and that was awesome. Back in the ring, James Storm climbs down, breaks a beer bottle over the head of Matt Morgan. That's right, a broken beer bottle over the head. And Rhino blindsides James Storm with a gore for the pin. Crazy action here. 3.5 stars in the Torch, 3 3/4 stars in the Observer. I'm sure when you think about this many guys in a cage with all these weapons, you might say it's too much, but the fans were super hot for it. This was crazy, and boy, it was dangerous too.
And going back to the names you had in there on the babyface side, Sting and Nash, not spring chickens.
Yeah,
I mean,
yes.
It was very well put together, and it was star-studded. And look, no matter how you slice and dice it, Bubba and Devon, they're just really, really good, man. I've always said that they know how to be get everybody engaged and the glue. And then you take kind of a highlight performer like AJ, and we're talking about that spot to this day. It was shown in highlight reels. I mean, it was the natural organic reaction when AJ did that, and the whole arena chanting TNA. It was a kind of a real feel good moment for that Lowell crowd.